Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to DerekBaranProductions for another video. Thank you all so much for tuning in daily, 8 p.m. Eastern time for all new videos. I greatly appreciate it. And today we got not only Maverick, but we have a Jaeger. You guys know these are our 2022 Mach 1s. And Tyler, how you liking it?
So sick, dude.
Fire, right?
Fuck yeah.
We have something planned today with Maverick here based on the title and thumbnail of this video. You could probably already tell, but Maverick here is 100% stock besides some, we'll say, stick-ons such as tint, PPF, and some little vinyl stuff on the headlight. But other than that, the car is full-blown stock. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, by the way. From the factory, they did such a wonderful job on these cars, in my opinion at least. And then we'll give you a quick little look at Jaeger, the Fighter Jet Gray, which is a fire color, by the way. That deserves a like, guys. Let's drop 2,000 likes on this video. Y'all been smashing it, man. And you know, we're back, we're full time. This is gonna be like 13 or 14 videos in a row. Comment down below, let me know who else is doing that. So plans are today, we're gonna give Maverick his first modification thanks to our boys over at Steeda. Chris, thank you so much, man. Steeda is now an official sponsor of Maverick. They wanna get their parts on this car, and we're gonna start by doing that today with one part that is going to transform this car and make it a little more enjoyable to drive. And this part will transform your stock Mustang's exhaust and make it something awesome while keeping the car 100% legal. You're not touching the catalytic converters in any way, shape, or form. You're just getting rid of this hideous thing right there on the screen. This is what they call the suitcase resonator, and it's gotta go. Considering I already bought the Cook's 1 7/8 long tube headers, and we are potentially working on another partnership with valved exhaust, so the car will have the same exhaust setup that was on Hades, and I absolutely loved it. Therefore, that's why I'm doing it again. There will be a slight delay when it comes to getting the long tubes on, because you guys know the Coyote platform plus long tubes is a whole ordeal, and it will run you about $700 to $800, and then on top of that, we have to go and have a tune locked and loaded for the new installation. So that's another $400 or $500. So right then and there, you're about $1,100 to $1,200 deep just to run long tube headers on a Coyote. So nothing too complicated, just a really, really nice X-pipe. This is gonna require you to get underneath the car and cut the resonator off. I wanna say you measure about 5.5 inches from the resonator to, you know, inwards, and you would cut, you'd mark it, cut right there, and this is where these clamps would bolt up, and then this is just gonna slide into the factory side of things, and it should just replace the resonator and you're good to go, but with a lot more noise and a better sounding car, which is still, by the way, legal. So if you're in California and stuff, I don't see why this would be an issue for you to run this on all 2018 through 2023s. So you should be good to go. Well, here it is, the Steeda X-pipe, and these are available as well as an H-pipe. So if you want more of a throatier sound, a little bit deeper, a little bit more quiet, in my opinion, the H-pipe is what you're gonna want. If you want something a little more raspiness to it, a little more, you know, oomph to it, then an X-pipe is what you're gonna want. And I'm gonna have all this linked in the description, guys. I know to many people that exhaust note from the factory is probably perfect, which I'm not going to say it's bad. It's definitely not bad. For a stock car, I remember having Bluetooth valve stock, and let's talk about a quiet Mustang with a V8 from factory. You have the New Edge, which was horrifying. Then I think even the 3 valves were horrifying from the factory. The S197s were not good unless you had like a GT500. Maybe the Gen 2 Coyotes were okay from the factory, but once they started implementing the active exhaust in the 2018 and up, and then, you know, some cars like mine, I wanna say it has the GT500 axle backs. That's why we have the 5-inch tips at the rear with the valance. This sounds really good for stock. On track mode, it definitely would not be a bad thing to keep if you don't want to spend the money on a full exhaust. It's really, really not that bad. But you know, for me, we like to make a disturbance on a Saturday at 4:30 p.m. That's my MO, I'm sticking to it, and that's why we're changing up the exhaust on Maverick. So typically when it comes to mid pipes, they are very, very simple to install if you have the correct tools. One of the tools you will need, and it's a given, is a saw of some sort. You have to cut off the other resonator, the stock resonator. It does not bolt off. So keep that in mind if you plan on jacking up the car, getting underneath there, and hoping to just, you know, pull some nuts and it's gonna fall off. It's not gonna happen. You have to measure and you have to cut. But overall, if you do have the correct tools and stuff to do it yourself, it's super simple. And that was my plan until I found that my Harbor Freight jack is broken and I don't own a saw. So we are gonna be absolute scumbags and pay somebody to work on my car and burn that good old hard-earned YouTube money just so this video can make more than what I spent. Makes sense, right? I wanna go ahead and give you guys a baller before and after. So here's the stock exhaust in all the modes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is just a small sneak peek of what Maverick's gonna sound like. Completely stock everything, but a simple mid-pipe change to replace that ugly resonator. I figured I'd give you guys some in-car shots of the track. I'm not gonna do them all just because that's kind of pointless, because everybody, I feel like, throws it on track or sport. Driving with one hand though on these Cup 2s is not fun. Wow, that sounds so good for everything stock minus the H-pipe. That's very impressive. I was also considering running the Cook's 1 7/8 long tube headers with this Steeda X-pipe and the factory catback exhaust just until we can get the valve exhaust on here, because I watched one video, I don't know who it was a TikTok, and you know, the mechanic like did some fancy smancy installed and they did like a before and after, and I'll tell you what, the factory catback on these cars with the long tubes and, you know, a Steeda X-pipe in my case sounds very good. And I might do that. I might do that because it's very cool too. I'll be able to retain, you know, the factory exhaust actuators, but that's not really a big deal to me. I loved valves with their little remote, click open, click fully shut, and it's compressor driven, so it's perfect. Honestly, they make such a good product. So if you guys haven't checked out Valved Exhaust, head to the link in my description. I highly recommend them, truthfully. Like, I can't believe I have to go through this whole process again with another Gen 3 car, because getting full exhaust tuned, yada yada yada, on one of these cars is not cheap. And you know, I just had to bite the bullet though when I picked up the Mach, because I just got such a good deal. I had to. Oh my god, that was sketchy. I'm so glad I didn't attempt to shift with one hand. These Cup 2s, man, holy. How do you think she's gonna sound?
It's gonna sound really good.
Think so?
It's gonna be really good. I think it's gonna be better than you think it's gonna be.
Riding behind yours and that flyby, dude, it's prime. It's really all you need.
Yeah. Yeah.
Super, super good.
The cabins are quiet, so I can't speak for it, you know, because I've never heard mine from outside, really. You know, these do have a pretty decently quiet cabin for the most part, but I know it sounds good.
Just enjoyed a quick little lunch. Literally 30 minutes later, got a text and the car is finished. So we're gonna go pick it up. I'm actually gonna give this camera to Tyler on our drive home. I'll be GoPro interior so you can hear it. We'll get the before and after comparison, and then he'll get some rollers of the car, you know, going down the highway. So I'm stoked, but let's go pick it up. There she is. All right, man, it's done deal. Do a little walk around. I just want to see how these tips look. I am OCD as hell.
Give me the holler.
Oh, money. Money. All right, start her up, brother. Give her a little rev. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Way better, dude.
Sound awake?
Oh, yeah. Wow, dude, those stock mufflers sound so good. You can't beat that.
Sound good? Let me
Hell yeah, here, take this. It's rolling, it's rolling. Oh, yeah.
She definitely woke up.
Sounds good.
She definitely woke up.
Let's get her home. I'm gonna give Tyler this camera. I'm gonna have the GoPro for the interior shots. Get her back to HQ. Let's roll.
Let's get it.
Woo! She sounds so much better. Oh yeah. What'd you think, man?
Sounds good.
Is it a W from Steeda?
It's a W.
Both cars are W's, bro. We got the Steeda H pipe, Steeda X pipe. We're gonna do a comparison video, a nice comparison video soon. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm down.
Hell yeah. But both Machs sound so good in their own ways. The H pipe sounds insane. The X pipe sounds insane. And for pretty much a simple modification while retaining all factory stuff, completely legal, it's worth it, guys. And I paid $100 and it was done in 30 minutes.
100 bucks.
It's
Not
so
even
worth
30.
it.
20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes he had it done. Everything's ready to rock. I want to go ahead and thank you so much, Chris, over at Steeda, again, for making this happen. Guys, go get your 2018 through 2023 X pipes or H pipes down below in Steeda. Use the link. If you didn't catch yesterday's video where we took Maverick and gave it its first wash using some products that I was given to review, please do not sleep on that video. I put a lot of time and effort into it. Click the card that just popped up. Go run that up. We will catch you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time for another video. Thank you all so much for the continued support and love, man. Appreciate it so much. Peace.